Today is the day. Today is the day that I finally get to show you guys my investment property. This has been about 2 years in the making, and so without further ado, let's check it out. One of the main reasons that I really appreciated this property specifically is because of the on-site, off-street parking. So that's one of the main things that if you're investing in real estate, you want to make sure that a property, when you're going to rent it out, has off-street parking. So as you can see behind me, there's the street. And then as we come up the driveway, we have, my car's in the middle of it, but it's actually a pretty decent sized driveway that gives you access right to the back. So the tenants who are living in the back have the gate on the side of the main house to just go straight back to their units, and they have the parking for them. Then you have all this space in the front with a second driveway for probably the main house tenants, with their own driveway going all the way to the back. So yeah, that's a great part to this property that I really loved. With that being said, let's go check out the front main house. Whew. So as we come in, this is the main house. There is 3 units in this triplex. This is the living area of the main house, and the den on the side connecting to the living room. So one of the things that I liked about this main house specifically was that it's a really decent size. It's made for, well, it has 2 bedrooms, so I imagine it would be for 2 people. And so it's just a really great size for 2 people, and I thought that would be really great to rent out. Also the windows, just windows all across, and then the main house, living room, and the living room looking out to the street. So that's the living room coming into the hall, and here is the bathroom. So the bathroom, as you can tell, this whole place and property has been renovated. So it's very pretty and it's very well done. They did a really good job. And off the bathroom, we have, which I believe would be considered the master. It's a very nice sized room. I don't know how much you can tell on the camera. And again, just great windows looking outside with its own closet. Let's see. So yeah, I love the size of that room, and I'm coming into the second bedroom now. Let's check this out. So yeah, it's just a decent size, and windows, closet. So that's definitely what attracted me the most in this main house. Now, as we come out of those 2 rooms and the bathroom and the hall, we come now into the kitchen, which was also renovated and redone. So we have our fridge to our right as soon as we walk in, some counter space and cabinetry with our stove, our sink with the window, very well done, and a space for a table. Another feature that really attracted me to it. Here is the, what is this word called? Oh yeah, the pantry. There's a pantry. And then look, a little window to the den and outside. This is definitely an older property that has been renovated, and I'd like to say on camera that initially when I was looking for an investment property, I wasn't planning on buying something that was already renovated. I wanted to do the renovating myself, but we'll discuss that more in the next part of the video. So now we are stepping outside the back door from the main house, and you'll see that we have a really cool courtyard area for all the units on this property. This is the back patio of the main house now. We have on-site washer and dryer specifically for the main house, which I just recently bought and had installed, and then a storage room for this property, which is really unique, on-site storage. is something you don't see a whole lot in rental properties. So that's really cool. You can see that the courtyard here was done very well by the investor I bought it from. They actually put in this sidewalk for both units in the back, so it provides easy access for the tenants. Also another storage unit. So that one little building there is actually 2 storage units, which is really cool. And then we have a second set of washer and dryers for the back 2 unit tenants to share. So let's go check out my humble abode that I'm going to be moving into soon. So as we walk in, we have our living area. And we have what is to be a bedroom, but it's really small. And so my family right now is actually trying to figure out whether or not that room, the really tiny room, should just be made into my YouTube studio, or if it should actually be my bedroom and we just cram everything in there. I'm sticking, surprisingly, more to just my bedroom because I'm a huge man and I don't want to downsize into a little bed. So I'd like to keep my bed if we can. So I'm fighting for that. Let us know down in the comments whether it should be turned into a YouTube studio, like legit, or if I should just keep it in my bedroom. We have what is the kitchen. So it's nice. It's small in here and it's perfect for like a 1 person. And I don't have a wide angle camera lens, so everything looks really tight. But as we come off the kitchen, then we have my bathroom, which is done pretty well. So yeah, that's my little unit, and the next unit is actually a little more rentable. It's nicer, it's bigger. So let's go check that one out. So here is the 3rd and final unit of this triplex. As you can see, it's gated, so it's a little more private, it has its own little yard. So this space is a little nicer than mine. It's just bigger on the inside. And the kitchen was totally redone. So mine wasn't, but this one is. And as you can see, new cabinets, new appliances, so it's very clean, very nice. Again, you know what I'm just noticing now? Every single kitchen in this triplex has a window above it, which is kind of neat. And then we have this bathroom, which got redone more than mine, kind of matching the front main house. New toilet and the shower. Let's go check out the bedroom in here. One of the main things I want to point out is that this bedroom is a bedroom, not like mine. So it does have the closet, 2 windows, and it's a great space, very big, and it's gonna be perfect for whoever ends up moving in here. These units can either be singled out, so a single person who just wants a place, or I'm thinking a young couple, or even college kids who need a place. It can really accompany anyone, and it's gonna be exciting to see who rents them out. So I'm super stoked with this whole process. And I'm super stoked with the property. So later in this video, I'm going to go into the numbers of the property, why I specifically bought it, and what makes it a good investment. So stay tuned, because we're gonna go into that shortly. I just wanna show you kind of the courtyard of this 3rd unit. It's a little wraparound. Alrighty, so now that you saw the house, let's dive into these numbers and see why this was a good investment. So as you can tell, I actually bought the property already renovated. Now, originally I did not want to do this. I wanted to personally renovate the property and do something called the BRRRR method. However, I actually met the seller at a local meetup, and when he showed me the property, I knew I'd be stupid not to at least try. I ran the numbers multiple times and figured it'd be a great first investment property. So with that being said, let's dive into these numbers. Just take note that this is a simplified breakdown. If you'd like to see a more in-depth breakdown of the entire process, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to make another video. So I bought the property using an FHA loan for $375,000. This means that I had to put down 3.5%, which comes out to $17,467.97 after closing costs. If you watched my previous FHA loan video, then you know that I personally need to move into the property in order to utilize the FHA program. This then means that I can only rent out 2 other units because I'll be living in the other one. So by using market rents, I was able to assume that we could rent out the main house for $1,650 per month, and we could rent out the back units for $1,050 per month, which means that I will have a monthly gross income of $2,700. But wait, because I still have a mortgage payment to pay, and I also have operating expenses that I need to consider. Let's see how much money I'm really making. My PITI monthly mortgage payment sits at $1,889.29. This payment also includes my private mortgage insurance as well. I have to pay this because, like I explained in the previous video, I put down less than 20% on the property. That's just the mortgage payment, but what about my operating expenses? I have to set aside $270 per month for my vacancy budget. This acts as protection for me if a tenant suddenly decides to move out. I will then have some money set aside to cover their portion of the rent. I then set aside another $270 per month for repairs. This is a fund designated for small repairs around the property, like if a wall needs to get repainted. I also have to set aside $135 per month for capital expenditures, and these are big ticket item repairs that the property would need over a long period of time, such as a new roof or new appliances. I don't have any property management expenses because I will be personally managing the property while I live there. However, I do have to pay utilities, and I'm marketing the units that way because of the way the house was metered, and either way, those prices have yet to be determined. So when we add my monthly mortgage payment with my monthly operating expenses, we can see that I am cash flow positive $135.71. Now remember, that's without yet paying my utilities, which I'm sure is going to make me negative just a little bit. That's with me living on the property. So let's say I had to pay $100 a month toward my utility bill. I'm going to be living on my own and paying $100 towards my rent, if you will. And then once I move out, the property will definitely start cash flowing for me, which at that point I'll be able to hire a property manager. That way I don't have to keep managing it. So that's pretty much the breakdown for this property. Like I said in the property tour, the specific location of this triplex is awesome, and that's really why I ended up purchasing it. Now, I'd like to point out that this one property is not going to make me financially free, but once I accumulate, say, 10 of these properties, I will definitely be on the verge of financial freedom. So I'm in it for the long run, knowing that this one property is going to help me grow my business ventures, as well as help my personal brand and my connections in the real estate industry. A huge shout out to everyone who has helped me in the past 2 years, whether it was informing me on how tenant applications worked or helping me build my spreadsheets. I am extremely grateful, and there's simply not enough time in this video to thank every single person. I hope everyone watching understands that this was not a one-man band thing, and that so many people helped me through this process. I couldn't have done it by myself, and I am extremely blessed to have people in my life who unselfishly helped me. You know who you are if you're watching. Thank you so much. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, as well as tap the notification bell when you subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. If you don't follow me on my socials, you can find me at Kate Olaf everywhere. And as always, I'm Kate Olaf, and I will see you in the next one.